one, go.
That's pretty good, I think.
Good as we're gonna get, I think.
Bruh, you're such a nerd.
On mine,
almost
it was
perfect
spot on.
on my end.
Yeah, I was about to say. Devin's internet.
I know. It was bad for a minute. I think it's because I opened it up. Like, I opened Discord right as my internet connected, and I think it just messed with it because it was like, wait. So, hopefully.
Yeah, it was like...
I'm sorry.
I don't know what
That's what you did.
I know. I don't know what that was. You're welcome. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Already Distracted Podcast. All
I'm
three of the
sick.
boys.
So is Ben.
Yeah,
sick.
I have just kidding. I won't say.
I have hemorrhoids. No, I just have a head cold, so bear with me.
Okay.
Sorry.
I will say, if you do have hemorrhoids and then you eat spicy food, it's the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah,
Because
I can imagine that'd be pretty bad, sir.
it's like the same as.
I gotta go.
Yeah. Or
All right,
this
well,
one
this
time,
episode's over already. Whoop, rip
Well,
it, gone, get it
I
out.
think
Rip it.
I think I had hemorrhoids one time, and
No, that's
wait, just wait, and it was
Boys
one
are
of
back.
those you gotta do what you gotta do. No toilet paper. We only had alcohol wipes.
Oh!
So probably got a little buzz from it, but I was sitting there, tears in my eyes, and I'm like, gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Oh.
Welcome back. All three of
Yeah,
us.
welcome back, everybody.
Oh,
All
wait,
three of us are here
I need
for a
to plug
change.
in something. 1 second.
All three of us are actually back in a video. Finally.
All right,
been
well,
busy.
y'all have a good recording. After that story, oh,
He's like,
gosh.
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm good. I'm gonna go. Hemorrhoid killed it. Thanks. Way to go, Ben.
Don't want to be the first son. Trust me, I don't want to be the party
Oh my
pooper.
goodness. Oh, definitely not the party pooper with a hemorrhoid. That's not good.
All right. Well, anyways, yeah. So last weekend, Ben was at Disney. The weekend before, Dev was at Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just here all by myself going.
He has money.
Can I go? Yeah, we both had family trips. To
No,
Cali,
I don't want to
so,
go to Disney. I'd much rather stream for you guys. We had fun.
It was really weird
Not
not
me.
being here. Like,
I love you guys, but not that much.
I do.
don't
Screw
get me
Disney.
wrong. Vacation was really nice, but it was weird not doing the podcast or doing anything
Right?
here
Can
or
you
on the
believe-
distracted.
Yeah.
This is episode 41.
Yeah, 40 was rough.
Yeah, that
You
one
could just
was
skip over
really
that
bad.
one.
No, go watch it. And if you haven't watched it, if you have watched it, go back and rewatch it. Let's get it to 200 views. And then when people are like, "Oh, this is the most viewed episode on the channel," they'll click and be like, "The fuck?"
What happened? Also, I improved my background. It's not boring anymore.
New
Best background ever.
Lamp?
Yeah.
Back me up here, chat.
You know what's actually fun about the Nuka-Cola?
Is it actually like Coke?
There's actual cola in it.
Yeah, it's actual cola, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you drank it or no? I know it's a virgin
No.
bottle.
So it came just like this. I filled it with my favorite cola, sealed it. So it is forever. Well, it's not forever sealed. I can refill it because it'll dissipate as it goes. But it has.
Yeah.
And when I say my favorite cola, I mean it's a mixture of different colas because they never really say what Nuka-Cola is exactly. So it's a mixture.
Yeah.
One day, Dev is gonna be dying of thirst, and that's gonna be the only drink around. And he's gonna pop it open and drink it, and it's gonna be the most cardboard-tasting, disgusting drink he's ever had because it's been
100%.
sitting for so long. But for you,
gonna
it will be
grow a third
delicious
eye.
because you've been thirsty.
And that'll be me. So. Yeah. So
But that day is not this day.
So, by the time this one goes up, obviously spooky season is going to be over. This will be the last Halloween themed episode because technically it'll go up November.
Don't worry.
3rd, I think.
I have a topic
Yeah.
for next episode. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a fun
I
one.
don't.
Good.
And one of you is gonna get that piece of toast right there.
Oh,
It'll
we're
be
doing
me.
competition again.
Next week will be a competition.
Zoom in on that face.
I'm ready. So with that being spooky, we've had a lot of topics. We talked about haunted houses. You guys talked about I think last week it was favorite monsters and killers, right?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So I figured we need to mention some more about movies since the meme is kind of I'm the movie guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I
You
have
are
my
the movie
notes.
guy.
I have my notes here. So, what would you say are some of your just favorite scary movies to watch? Just any. Doesn't have to be absolute favorite, but just like what are some ones that you like to watch every year?
Probably Mean Girls. That's pretty traumatic for me.
Yeah, it's a lot of pink. It's a lot of
I'm just kidding.
What if I don't really watch movies?
That's
The
okay.
Halloween movies are probably a new tradition I'll be doing since I finally watched those two. The
You
first
liked
two,
them?
I mean.
Like them?
They're all fantastic.
Good. I'm glad.
I'll probably watch them every Halloween.
Dude, Lights. I do like the movie Lights Out.
It's like, so I think the movies will have replaced my listening to the books every year. Because the novelization of the movies is good, but the books
Yeah.
are just better. Or the movies are just better.
That makes sense.
So,
Trying to think.
you guys understand, obviously that movies take quite a while to make.
No!
Yeah.
And then,
It's
well,
easy.
episode over, I guess.
What are you talking about?
So
We do streams longer than movies every single night.
that's true.
And it takes 0 effort.
None.
That's not
whatsoever.
true.
None whatsoever. Everything is just pre-generated. It's scripted. It's perfect.
I'm actually an
Cuts
AI.
to the Skyrim stream where it starts in 20 minutes.
Oh no. Well, have you ever heard of some movies that are considered cursed?
Have I seen a movie that's considered cursed?
Have-
Cursed in a funny way.
Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life was pretty cursed.
Sharknado.
movies that were difficult to make but had some actual horror events happen while making the films. And these are all horror
dude.
movies, mind you, on this list.
Jaws. I have to say Jaws because won your poster, but it was terrible for them.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally the worst movie to make the shark in the water. Like, it was
Well,
awful.
don't worry, that's not
I
the
don't
only
know anything
Spielberg
about
movie.
making of movies, so
I know Jurassic Park, the T-Rex animatronic, got water damage.
oh no.
So, at random moments, it would turn on and roar and move when
Yeah.
no one was... So you'd walk in the room and it would turn on and roar.
Well, don't you worry, I got another Spielberg movie on this list that is a little creepier. So basically, I found a list of things that happened on certain movies, and I'm saving the worst for last because the last movie, I would say, is actually a cursed movie because it didn't even happen just in the first movie, but the second movie had a ton of setbacks and bad things happen on set as well. So this is basically, these are all true accounts and things that have been documented and happened while making these horror movies. So it's kind of a mixture of the fake horror with the movie aspect and then real horror because people had bad things happen to them. So, first, you guys know Freddy. Everyone knows Freddy, right? Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Scary
Oh,
Clown
yeah.
Man.
Freddy Cougar.
1, 2, Freddy, come for you.
3, 4, his
Better
mom is-
luck. 9, 10, never sleep.
Yay!
All right, well, now that we've cursed this episode officially with that, Taylor, wake up!
No, leave him.
Taylor, Freddy's gonna get you. Please wake up. Please wake up. Please wake up. Ben? I'm scared for Taylor's safety.
I'm not. If he dies, he dies.
Dang it, boy, wake your ass up! Nope, it didn't work.
I'm still here.
Well, while he's dreaming of Freddy, this is from Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it's 4? Yeah, 4, because it's Dream Master. Okay. This is an issue that happened with a set piece. So, the Dream Master, the 4th installment of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, during a sequence called the Torso of Souls, it was like a big... Have you ever seen the meme where Freddy like lifts his shirt up and it's like little faces and stuff looking like they're poking out and it's all scary and freaky looking, right?
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Oh, hey, you're alive.
I
Good.
have-
Good.
I have to look this up.
So,
I was gonna try and throw my chair backwards, but I decided it's a bad idea.
I'm glad you did. That would have sucked. Would have been funny though. Blooper reel.
So I gave up, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just sit up.
But
sorry.
Oh, what the heck is that?
yeah, it's pretty gross. I'll put a little snippet of it. Warning. it's
Okay,
gross.
sorry. Quick side tangent, squirrel moment. I keep looking over where my text messages window is because I have my phone connected to my PC, and all I
Yeah.
see is Spider-Man.
From Ben pooping. So when they were filming that, obviously in the movie it looks like it's just part of his torso, like it's small, but it was a huge like set piece that they had, and it was like a giant like latex wall essentially that the actors were pressing their faces up against to make it look super scary. But what happened is while the scene had unfolded relatively normal, it came to a halt when the rig, so there was like a big metal rig that was holding the latex sheet up, basically fell down. Like it fell apart on the actors and actually injured some of them.
Did they die?
No one was seriously injured, but it
Sadly,
scared
yes.
the crap out of everybody because,
But they lived.
all of a sudden it starts crashing down, and that's why that scene is so short. And why it seems like it cuts abruptly is because they only were able to film for a few seconds and it just so,
Dang.
yeah, so that one wasn't great. Do you guys know the movie Sinister?
No.
Yes,
Sinister?
yes, I do.
Okay, so the director of Sinister 2, during one of the scenes, actually got bit by a brown recluse spider.
Oh.
For
Yeah,
real?
and had to be hospitalized like immediately. Because if you guys don't know, brown recluse, this little guy right here, very, very poisonous, not great to be bitten by.
Yes.
So those are kind of light ones, like rig kind of fell apart, spider, whatever.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm
Now-
sorry, my brain is all over the place today.
Okay,
Sick Taylor is not good.
answer me this: have you taken any sicky med? Have you taken any
No.
flu medicine? No.
I actually
I have.
woke up 10 minutes before we started recording.
I don't feel so bad today. I woke up at like 10. I don't feel so bad today though.
I woke up at 7, like bright-eyed, bushy tail, because summer's over and it's fall, officially.
It is.
Yeah,
It is. It is fall.
and it really looks like fall outside, let me tell you.
Hot take,
Yeah.
I don't like summer. That's my hot take.
Nah, I will take summer over winter, but fall or spring over summer.
It goes winter, fall, summer, spring.
Oh, you know what that
Really?
also made me realize? Mariah Carey is
What?
nearly thawed.
I know. Thursday.
That girl's been thawed all day in my
I
brain.
can
It's true,
already
actually.
hear it.
Went to Walmart yesterday, and then all the Halloween stuff was gone, and it was all Christmas.
Oh, it's like, oh, it's not.
And I just about got my shotgun and started running around the store.
In Call of Duty, he means in Call of Duty.
Yeah. What? Call of Duty, obviously.
Yeah.
And also, I
Uh,
didn't,
yeah.
so it's fine.
I don't know. Mariah Carey.
I also
does...
never said I was shooting. I just said grabbed a shotgun and went rawr, rawr, rawr.
Oh, Mariah
Could've been a Nerf
Carey
gun.
brings fear in the hearts of all men. Just saying.
It's
Fear
true.
makes you do crazy things. But that's okay. Next one. This is where we're going to start getting into the more, I would say, more real traumatic stuff that happened in making movies. So, you guys know the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When they
th-
forgot
that
to
one
take the
freaks
chain
me
off and
out.
actually cut someone in half.
No, but also kind of close. Sadly. So,
Ooh.
have either one of you seen the original one from the 80s?
No, I have
Or no,
not,
early
no.
70s. I like 70s.
Not yet.
So, that movie, obviously made in the early 70s, they don't have the same, like, human protective rights that they
CGI?
have now.
Yeah.
And CGI and
Oh,
that
yeah.
kind of thing, You get that out of here. You get that out of here.
What? What did
She's
Ben
not
have? I
thawed
missed it.
yet. Did you not hear it? He played Mariah Carey.
No, I have been muted. Well, not Ben, but his soundboard
Oh,
stuff.
I was like, oh, sad.
Yeah, no, I don't actually listen to anything Ben says on this podcast.
That makes sense.
Shut up, Ben.
No, get out of here, Ben. My brain.
Sorry for interrupting. Okay, back to the show.
You're not thawed yet. Get out of here. Anyway, Whenever you start to sing it, you sound like Herbert trying to sing that, and it freaks me out.
I want for Christmas is Christmas.
You know what? Sidebar. I distracted. I was watching Family Guy with my wife the other day, and I forgot there's an episode where Chris is being. I think he's being babysat. Chris and Meg are being babysat by Herbert. And he I can't remember what he says or does, but Chris just looks at him and he just goes, "Are you a pet?" Like, I don't remember them ever actually calling him out on it. And I was like, that's funny.
That was a good voice.
You might have to beep that word.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. No, that's even worse. I can't say that.
Are you a Diddy?
Yeah.
Are you a mini lad?
Sorry.
Are you a Dr. Disrespect?
Oh, are you
Are you a Dr. Disrespect?
Are you any of the latest Minecraft YouTubers? Let's see.
Not Stampy.
Are you a Minecraft YouTuber?
There we go.
Yes, I am.
Anyway.
We can't make those jokes too much because Ben might be starting a Minecraft series on the channel.
I will.
I'm so down, though.
Once Sons of the Forest is done, Seabone's
Guys,
done.
we could
Well,
set
me
a
and you won't be able to be part of it, Dev. Well, actually, you could because it's in the mornings.
We could be the first Minecraft YouTubers that don't have a controversy.
Captain Sparkles?
I'm gonna.
I was about to say,
I guess
Jordan
that's true.
Marin.
Okay, as of late, to have any controversies.
No,
No,
there we go.
Nate'll comment down below. I guarantee you. Nate, let us know all the YouTubers you watch that don't have a controversy about that.
I know.
That are Minecraft YouTubers because you are a
Unless
Minecraft
they
fan.
involve you.
Yeah,
If they involve you, Nate, that would be
yeah.
interesting.
We just
Yeah,
joshing
I
you.
doubt Nate has a Minecraft channel, but that'd be dope.
Yeah.
No, if any of the YouTubers' controversies involved.
Oh, yeah, let us know if that's the thing.
Oh, no, we're just kidding. Not all the Minecraft YouTubers are bad. There's some that do some really cool stuff.
Point on the doll where the bad Minecrafter touched you.
Uh,
I can't. It's backwards. I keep pointing to the wrong spot. Ah!
I'm gonna put a freaking Tickle Me Elmo above your
Point
hand.
to
That's
the-
what I'm gonna do.
This is terrible. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. Anyway,
I
back to
can't do it.
Back to,
YouTube just goes bad,
Bad.
slamming the banana.
okay, sorry. Anyway, back to other terrible things. So back in the early 70s,
Other terrible things.
they didn't have the same like the same laws regarding safety for actors and all that kind of stuff and like animals and all that, right? So
Yeah.
the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one, is famous for having terrible injuries on set. Like, there's a scene where you see the main character, she's running, like she runs through barbed wire and brushes and branches.
Oh, I heard about
And
this.
actually, it really did cut her. Like, all the cuts that you see on her arms and legs and face, they're all real. And they left it in the movie because back then they could. So almost every single cut in that movie, an injury, actually happened. But this is the craziest one. So, let's see. So Marilyn Burns, who was like the pioneering scream queen on that movie, even before like Jamie Lee on Halloween. She has a scene in that movie where she cuts her hand with a razor, and it seems very realistic, and that's because it is. It's actually her cutting her hand with the razor, so all the blood that's coming out, her scream, her crying, that's actually happening. Yeah,
What?
that is actually, yeah. She sliced her hand with the razor during that infamous take in that movie. And they also had actual... So, one of the main issues with that movie, too, was the Texas heat, right? Because they actually did film it down there, so it was really hot. They filmed it during the summer. So they were having people pass out and get, super dehydrated. But they also had, in some areas, some live carcasses that they used for the movie, so the set stunk because everyone was hot and sweaty. You had dead things around. It was just miserable. It was a very miserable movie to make.
That sounds pretty cursed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Ben, you mentioned Jaws and Jurassic Park with Steven Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
So he also was involved in another movie called Poltergeist, right? Okay.
Oh.
So Poltergeist, it was a horror movie, and spoilers for anyone who's never seen it. Look away for just a minute. So Poltergeist, the whole thing is they get a poltergeist, a very horrible, type of spirit in their home because the home is built on a Indian burial ground, right? So there's a scene where one of the characters is submerged in the muddy puddle when they're having like a vision and they're being haunted by these things, and you see these skeletons pop up that are all covered in crap and muck, and they're popping up and trying to get her and drag her under, right? It was cheaper for the production company to get actual human skeletons, someone's actual remains, and they used those for that take. So those were real skeletons that once belonged to actual people. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why was that cheaper?
Wait, it was
Yes,
cheaper?
yes.
Yeah.
In fact, right here, particularly with the pool full of skeletons terrifying JoBeth Williams in the film's set piece, were actual human remains, which were more affordable and easier to obtain than prop skeletons at the time.
What the
Easier
Steven?
to obtain?
Yep. Yeah. So that's an interesting one. Another one. Luckily, no one actually got seriously hurt on this one. But do you guys know The Shining, the Stanley Kubrick one?
Here's Johnny.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Johnny. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So, do you guys know? Have you actually watched it? Do you know how the movie ends?
Not quite. I haven't
You're
seen
good though. I don't. You can spoil it.
I was gonna say, are you guys gonna be mad if I spoil this one for you?
I probably won't watch it.
No,
So
not
the
at
way
all.
that the movie ends is his son Danny escapes, and his mother they escape, while the father is he's being possessed by the spirits in that hotel. He goes down to the boiler room, remembering, oh yeah, I gotta go check the boiler, or it's gonna gonna be big boom. So the ending of that movie, he freezes to death. But in the actual book, and they did like a live adaptation later, like a longer version that was actually done by Stephen King and stuff. He goes down into the boiler room to stop the boiler. So, and it explodes, and that's what kills him. Obviously, they changed it in Stanley Kubrick. He freezes to death. Okay, so when they were, I think they had finished filming. That set actually burned down after they finished, which was kind of ironic considering that's technically how the story is supposed to end. Is it gets engulfed in flame and explodes from the boiler?
Jeez.
So, yeah.
Wow. Do you think they did it on purpose?
I don't think so, because I know a lot of the sets they try to like repurpose for other things, and it was a huge, expensive set.
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it just kind of burned down. But ironically, that's not the only one I have for you guys today where something burns down. Because now, are you ready for probably the most cursed film ever made?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Is it E.T.?
E.T. phone home.
I'm touching Ben's nipple through the screen.
Oh, sorry, that was mine.
Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Bloop. Man, I'm going to have to do some serious editing on this. I'm going to have to put a hand that comes through like both your screens and touches you.
Not the Minecraft
Yeah,
YouTuber.
we're going
It's
right
not
back to
real.
it, Ben. Oh.
No.
This episode, my hell.
This is a cursed
I know,
episode.
cursed in more ways
The
than
cursed
one.
episode for the cursed movies.
Well, luckily for you, this is the last one, but it is the worst one. And I'm sure you guys have heard of it. I don't know if you've seen it, but I know you've heard of it. The Exorcist.
Yep.
Okay. Classic 70s horror movie, considered one of the scariest movies of the time. Still pretty scary today, but it is also the most cursed. This movie had so many accidents, set issues, and even deaths. So it's pretty intense what happened. So, and they even say that some of these things kind of repeated, not exactly the same, but repeated when they made the second movie. So they kind of consider the whole series cursed because all the movies were hard to make. But the first one is the most infamous. I have all my notes because there's a lot. There's a lot to this one, but it's kind of
Alright.
it's kind of scary. So, first of all, talked about the last set. It got destroyed by fire, right? So this one, just as the cast and crew began to prep for production, a fire broke out on the set of the McNeil home. It's claimed that the only room that survived the disaster was Reagan's bedroom, which is the girl who gets possessed in the movie. You guys have seen the meme of like the head twisting around and like the green vomit and stuff shooting out, right?
Yeah.
So that's the Exorcist, okay? So her bedroom, Reagan is that girl. She's the one who gets possessed in the movie. So her bedroom was the only one that survived that, which was kind of weird. That hers, where she's supposed to be being possessed, was the one that survived. Okay, second thing. With the set being rebuilt, the project was back on track. But in the first week of filming, Max von Sydow, I'm not sure how you actually say his name, who portrayed Father Lancaster, Marin, so the guy that comes in to, exorcise the demon and everything, learned that his brother had died and promptly returned to Sweden for the funeral. So his brother dies right before that. And it's like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. People do die during productions, like even video games, they have, they'll show like, hey, this person died, so we dedicated this to them, and, Then it starts to get a little weirder. So he dies, he gets back. Linda Blair, the then child star, who plays Regan, lost her grandfather the next week after that. Okay, so that was another delay. And then
the whole crew needs an exorcist.
Oh, this is the light part. That's what's scary. This is some of the lighter stuff that happened. So then they had a 10-foot demon statue that was on set that was being used, and it was actually lost in Hong Kong, and then it returned in Iraq, but they don't know who had it or why they had it. It just like disappeared and then reappeared out of nowhere, which was kind of weird.
What?
Total.
Wait, so they lose a 10-foot demon statue?
Yeah. Somehow it just disappears and then reappears in Iraq. And they're like, what the heck? And then it reappears back at the studio. It's like it traveled somehow, which was kind of weird. But no one's sure on what happened with that, so that was kind of weird.
A page out of the book from the U.S. military.
It's like, let's just leave it here. It's fine. They won't need those. That was good. That was good, Ben.
Thank you.
So then, after that happened, the production, the assistant cameraman's newborn baby, and a night watchman died days apart too. They had over 9 people die on the production of this movie within the first few months of filming.
I would quit.
Right?
I'd be like, I'm done.
Very,
no, thank
very
you.
bizarre. Let's see. Okay, next thing. So there's a scene in the movie. Well, there's a couple scenes, I guess. So she's fully possessed, and the way that they would make her like thrash around and move and look kind of like not normal, they had her attached to this rig that was part of the bed, and it was like attached to her back. It was almost like a human sling kind of type of thing, so they could thrash it around and it looked like she was floating and all that. Well, there was a spot during that where they kind of broke her back. During one of the scenes, they pulled the rig way too hard, and it actually started to cause damage to her back. So there's a scene where she starts screaming and crying, and you see her like tears and everything. That's real because she's actually in agony because they are literally slowly breaking her back during that scene, and they kept it in. Yeah.
What?
And granted, she's a child at this time. Okay.
Yeah. What the?
So they pulled it too hard, and it actually ended up causing her to suffer from scoliosis and have back injury, like lifelong back injuries and issues with her back the rest of her life.
Did she sue?
Did she? I was about to say, did she sue them?
I'm not sure. I would assume that there was some kind of compensation for it, but they didn't really know what it was at the time because 70s.
That's true.
But because it hurt really bad, but then she seemed to heal up, but then she started having issues with like scoliosis. So yeah, they basically broke her back while filming. Let's see. Oh, they had another person die, actor Jack McGowan, who died shortly after appearing in the movie as film director Burke Dennings. One of the characters killed by a demon that possesses Regan, so the guy gets killed in the movie. He died from complications from the flu after doing the movie. So that was another one to their list of people who died from this movie.
My gosh.
So, yeah, that movie, and then they had similar problems on the second movie where they had sets burn. They had people who would fall and slip and hurt themselves. But even during the production of the first movie, they had a carpenter that lost a thumb. They had someone who dropped one of the large props and lost a toe. Just so many bad things in one movie.
Yeah.
Can we just learn our lesson and be like, maybe stop?
No,
We
and
don't
now
need a
there's like
second
4
one.
or 5 of them, I think. There might be more.
And
even.
all of them have got complications like that?
All of them. Not as bad as the
My.
first. The first one takes the
Yeah.
cake for obvious reasons. I mean, there's the list. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
so that's why they
insane.
consider that movie actually freaking cursed, because so many people got hurt, so many people died, they had so many complications. I even heard somewhere that they had issues with like some of the film was like having issues, like it was like degrading in weird ways in some areas, so they had to fix it and like anyway. There's a whole bunch to it, but yeah, so that is The Exorcist, and that's my full list of the scary movies that actually had scary things happen in them. I just thought you guys might find it interesting.
I heard
So,
Markiplier's
That's
movies had
insane,
some crazy
man.
stuff happen in the filming of his movie.
Iron Lung,
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that movie.
Dude, me too. December 3rd or December 7th? Something like that.
Something like that. The only thing that I heard
I'm
is
going.
like he had issues with the blood.
Can we
we
all
should.
go together?
That would be fun. We should totally do that. We should.
Like, our
Right?
favorite
My favorite is,
YouTuber.
like, yeah, I love Markiplier.
His friends inspired
did,
this
yeah.
channel.
Yeah,
so-
we are.
If we ever have topics, it seems like distractable. That's because, well, we're not gonna just do the same thing they did. We'll change it up.
No,
but,
they give us some
sometimes-
ideas though, and we
Yeah.
run with that.
because they are fantastic and
They
we
are.
love them.
Please go watch them. This is just a free plug because they're great. Go watch Distractable. Go listen,
Yeah.
watch all of it. It's great.
Also,
But yeah,
holy crap, man. I had no idea Chris
Yeah.
movies are a thing. I was reading some while you're describing them. And there's one I read about, the Superman
oh yeah, where
curse.
like the actors keep dying or something.
Yeah, like one got a self-inflicted gun wound, and then years later, the other lead actor got paralyzed from
Yeah.
a horse riding accident.
Hold up, I'm sorry. Friggin', he got Sean in the movie.
Wait, Septiceyes? in it?
Jacksepticeye. He has some voice lines apparently.
Eh,
He's not like a main character, but I looked up the release date. I can't. It disappeared.
that's funny.
Last time I looked at this, it was there, but now it's gone.
The only thing that I knew that happened on Iron Lung, didn't Mark say he had something happen with like all the fake blood, like it messed with his eyes or something?
It wasn't fake blood. It was pig's blood or cow's blood or something, and
And
it got in his eye.
Oh,
Okay,
But
man.
it got in his eye, and like a week later, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know he talks about it on Distractable. Like a week later, his grandma died, and he had to fly to Korea.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, I remember. Sorry, there's a short I saw where Mark is like, "Hey Siri, call us Daddy," and then Siri's like, "I'm not seeing Dad in your contacts," and he went,
Oh,
"Well, about that."
emotional damage. Oh, poor Mark.
Emotional
Oh,
damage.
man.
Oh, I'm excited to see his movie though. I really am.
Oh, me
I
too.
agree.
It's gonna be so
we
good.
should try to go as a group.
100%, dude.
That would be really fun.
That would be
We should
amazing.
try that. But yeah.
Dang. I'm looking at. So, the Twilight Zone, the movie, apparently was cursed in 1983. The scene involving a helicopter, a tragic accident occurred, killing 2 child actors and an actor named Vic Morrow. The incident involved pyrotechnics, caused the helicopter to crash. So this led to lawsuits, changes in film safety regulation, and one of the most tragic events in Hollywood history.
You know, now that you say that, I think I have heard of that one. But I didn't realize it was the Twilight Zone. I thought it was like an action movie or something that happened. That sucks. That's a big ouchie. Although,
Right? But the biggest thing that pops up though is everything.
I'm telling you,
about
The Exorcist, I believe. I think that is part of what makes that movie so. Even today, you know, some of the effects don't age as well. You can tell it's an older movie, but I feel like it still holds up because it just gives you this feeling, like this ick, this creepy. Whenever you watch it, it's not a movie you leave feeling good about yourself. Let's put it that way. But
Yeah.
it just has, and I think it's because of all the tragedy that it comes through in the film. I feel like it still kind of comes through, even if you don't know what happened. There's still this like weird filter over everything that just makes it seem kind of drab, you know.
It's interesting though. Can we just talk about, if you look up cursed movies, most of these movies are horror movies that are cursed. So it's like you're reading all these, the Superman series, okay, whatever, but you have Twilight Zone,
The Nun,
Conjuring Universe, Rosemary's Baby.
I've got one
Nun,
for The Nun.
The Omen, Poltergeist.
This one's not necessarily cursed, but the director of The Nun claims that he had his first supernatural experience filming that movie.
I believe that.
So he said they were shooting a scene in a 200-foot long dark corridor. Filled with crosses in an actual underground Romanian fortress. He ducked into a pitch black cell to watch on the monitors, right? And to watch on the monitors, and saw a room full of what he assumed was crew members watching with him. After the scene was over, he turned around to see what they thought, and there was no one in there.
Ooh. Oh, I'd be noping out of there right then and there.
Yeah.
No thanks. Oh.
He saw because he saw the room on the monitor and it looked like it was full of people behind him, but when he turned around, nobody was in there.
I do not like that.
That's terrifying.
I mean, cool, but also. There is one that did surprise me that had a pretty bad, unfortunate series of events from one scene. Have you guys ever seen the original 10 Commandments movie?
No.
It's like 5 hours long. It was made in like the 50s, 40s, and 50s.
So let it be written.
So for those of you who don't know the story, so there's a scene, Moses, you know, he splits the Red Sea, they walk through, right? And then as Pharaoh's legion is coming through, he closes it and the sea collapses back down on him, right? So when they filmed that, it's kind of hard to fake a lot of it, but some of it they had to do practically. So they actually did flood this big area with just tons of water. But in doing that, there were some people that got injured, and there were even a few people and a couple of animals, like a horse and I think a dog or something, that actually drowned when they filmed that. That were either seriously hurt or they were drowned when that happened, because of the water pressure, the amount that happened, and it just didn't dissipate fast enough. So yeah, that's it. There's more to that one. You can probably find more to that, but that was one that I heard a while ago.
Yeah. Well, the only accident I can think of that it's not really horror is Back to the Future 2, where they do the whole chase scene with the hoverboard and stuff. If you notice, one of the stuntmen, where they kind of fly up and they hit the town hall thing, you see them hit, and they drop completely. The harness didn't work. So I think they broke their back. Like, they slam against this wall, and in the movie you watch them hit the ground.
That's a big owie.
It was their back or their leg, but
sucks.
And they kept it in the movie. I think. Let me find a clip for you guys.
Let me tell you, being a stuntman would be hard in some
I will say
because they get hit like that a lot.
Yeah. Stuntmans are nuts, man. They need to have like a category just for stuntman in the Oscars, I swear.
Well, Ben's. Oh, go ahead.
And I was gonna say, so you think about like all these people. Oh, I had paranormal experiences, and all of these. Oh yeah, there it was. So people have paranormal experiences, and most of them just say strange noises, voices, and cold spots. Maybe it's because I've become so desensitized, but none of that sounds actually scary.
Yeah, I
you know
get what you're saying.
It's
like when people forget about cold spots, I'm like,
ooh.
it's cold. Ooh.
Sometimes I
Somebody
get
left
it
the
at the same time.
refrigerator open. Oh.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. So watch that. And while watching, it'll be on.
I'm watching.
Yeah. Okay. So it'll be at the very end when they're kind
In
of
the
falling
background?
through. In the background, you'll
Thought I
see
saw
someone
it, but
hit the ground.
Yeah, it does the
I
slow
think
mo
it'll
replay.
slow it down.
Oh, right there. Ooh.
So they actually hit and they
You see it
fall
in the reflection
completely.
really good too. Just,
Yeah.
oh yeah, when you hit the
Yeah.
ground and you bounce like that, like there's a video. There's a video I was watching from
Totally.
Donut Operator the other day because he does a lot of police content, and it was a SWAT team that was trying to chase this guy out of a 5th-story apartment complex, and the dude has nowhere to go. He just decides to dive through the window. You just see him fall, boom, and he bounces like a foot almost off the ground. Boom. That's how you know they hit hard when they bounce like that.
Yeah.
Owie.
Oh.
Or there was...
Annabelle.
Yeah, Annabelle. There was one on that too. I can't remember what it was.
Injuries, light fixtures falling, nosebleeds.
Yep.
Uh,
Didn't someone
let's
fall
see.
down the stairs too? I feel like that was one of the
That's
things
what
they
I'm-
said on that one.
That's one of the injuries, I think.
They fell down the stairs. Which would make sense. 'Cause
Sorry,
Yeah.
I just asked ChatGPT if you were a ghost, how would you haunt me? It's pretty funny.
You can read it in a sec. So on Annabelle,
Do you want to hear it?
the one you're talking about falling down the stairs, Madison Easman says that whenever she'd run up the stairs past Warren's bedroom, the Annabelle doll would be in a different position in the room, despite nobody going in the room. Sorry, not falling down the stairs. I saw stairs and my brain went, oh, falling down the stairs. But yeah, so the doll would just move.
ooh.
The crew crafted. Her nose suddenly started pouring blood when she went outside to clean it. It suddenly stopped.
I didn't hear that one. That's interesting.
Yeah. She
That's
also claimed that
terrifying.
one of the trailers had a strange power outage issue in which the lights wouldn't turn on or off despite crew resetting it and there being no issues they could detect.
That's weird.
So, yeah. What did ChatGPT say about haunting you?
It doesn't make any sense. If you were a ghost, how would you haunt me? Whispered notes. Just as you're writing for whatever project you're working on, I'd occasionally murmur faint cryptic hints only you can hear. Perfectly timed to make you wonder if it's part of your story or something more. Check the shadows. She is watching. Next one is page flipping. I'd love to mess with your notes, flipping pages while you're brainstorming so you suddenly find yourself looking at ideas you wrote months ago. Imagine the surprise at discovering half-forgotten plot points resurfacing as the ghost itself is hiding and
Playing
hinting
the subtle
they
game.
might matter
Monster,
again.
I see. That's funny.
It goes on this list of
Pull your
here's how
pants
I'll
down in
help
front
you.
of your family. Ooh.
So ChatGPT would be a helpful ghost.
That's funny. It's like,
Yeah.
you missed some punctuation on line 3. Ooh. And that's it. That'd be nice. If a ghost would be helpful, that'd be okay.
Paragraph 4
Have a
doesn't make
run-on
sense.
sentence. Shorten it up. That's
You
funny.
forgot about the character who was going to slaughter your entire D&D party.
Okay, if you guys died, how would you come back and haunt us? Or how
I
would
would
we
go
know
into
it
your
was you?
computer, and I would just make. It wouldn't be
No.
anything bad, but I would just make words randomly appear on screen saying,
Mine's
Clear
easy.
browser
I know
history.
exactly what I would
Okay.
do.
Just kidding.
Every time you opened up an electronic device,
What?
whether it be a laptop, computer, phone, whatever, Herbert the
hate you. I
Cucumber's
know where
gonna
this is
pop up
going.
for at least 10
Ah!
seconds before you can do anything. Speaking of, did you guys happen to
Knew
notice
it.
on the end of the one episode that there was a little extra at the end?
I listened to it. I didn't watch.
So if you
which one?
watch it, there's a little
Yeah.
extra at the end. Let's just say I may have snuck Herbert in and you guys didn't even notice.
I just listened. I didn't watch.
I know you need to watch it. It is episode.
Which episode?
Let's see, which episode was it? I got to go back and look now. Hold on.
39 if it was the last one.
No, it wasn't the last one. It was. I can't remember which episode it was
You
now. I
sick
think it was.
freak.
It was the conspiracy theories one. So 37. It was 37. If you watch the very end of 37,
At the end of 37.
or was
You know
it
what?
36?
No,
I
It was
know what I
36 or
do.
37.
If I was a ghost haunting Ben, I would just constantly make his phone. Not constantly, but anytime he went to call or text someone, I would just make a message appear up that says, "The GGB is waiting for you."
That's GGB. Ah. I forgot about that. That's funny. That's really funny. Let's see. I think it was the conspiracy theories.
I'm looking at it.
And it's at the very end?
Yep, it's at the very
Did you
end.
see it? Oh my gosh, I didn't see it.
Alright, I'm going.
You
I'm going.
I
sick
snuck it in.
freak.
I
It's in
kept
the
waiting for one of you guys to
bottom
text
corner.
me and be like, "You son of a..." I was just waiting for it, and no one ever did. Oh,
I
yeah,
listened
going.
to it.
that one you only
It's
get
the
in
I
Conspiracy
listened to
theory?
them.
conspiracy theory. Yep, go to the
At
very
the very end?
go to the very end when our end card shows up, like the do when that shows up, and then just wait a couple seconds.
Yeah.
He's
You
so
are
small. He's like a
a
pixel and a
monster.
half is all. He's so small. I just want to see
Ah!
Taylor's
Yeah.
reaction.
Ah! Ah!
How about
See if
you
people
should
can
start
find
putting it in the video, and then in the comments they have to pin the timestamp when
You know
they
what?
find it.
I'm
and
gonna
that's
do
the
that. We're gonna
comment we
play
pin.
Where's Herbert the Cucumber. We're gonna do that.
Oh no.
I'm
what have we
100%
done
doing
with
that
this
from now
channel?
on every episode.
Okay.
Put them
That's
right
funny.
here.
Oh.
Just kidding.
I'm dying slowly, and it's a good time to start wrapping up. So,
think so.
maybe we should.
Wait. I
Oh,
never
you're right.
said how I would
Sorry,
haunt
yeah.
you
Go,
guys.
go, Ben. I'm sorry.
Every time you open the fridge, I would push the
Oh,
milk
that's-
out so it breaks on the
That's
floor.
evil. That is utterly
Ye-
evil.
You know what? Every time I'm changing mine.
That's how you know it's me.
I'm changing mine. Every time you pour a glass of anything to drink, I'm gonna make it so it tastes like the baby vomit milkshake from the Island episode.
Oh.
It'll still be milk.
I'll take it.
It'll just taste like that.
But
Yep.
do ghosts have that power?
If COVID can get rid of
If
your
that's
taste
the
buds,
case, then
then
I'm gonna-
ghosts can totally manipulate flavors.
Oh.
Then I'm gonna put
I thought of
vinegar
something
in
so-
all
I don't
of
know why
everything.
this sounds worse to me. You know what I would do as well, along with the Herbert the Cucumber?
Yeah.
Every drink that you guys have, you ever gone to a restaurant and you have a really, like, a nice glass of water or a nice drink, you drink it almost to the very bottom, and then there's some black little gross floaties in the very bottom?
No, I don't look in my drink as a rule at a restaurant.
That's never.
Oh, I've done that. And let me
That's
tell you, it
never
gives you a
happened to
big
me.
ick. I'm gonna do that. Every drink you guys have, it'll be at the very end. It'll just be these little brown or black specks, and you don't know what they are. It might be poop. It might not be.
Devin's
Okay,
like,
well,
beer,
on that
dandruff.
note,
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
Bye.
I'm already distracted.
You know, I'm
We
just
had
gonna
to throw
poop on
in
you
again.
guys.
We had
Oh my
hemorrhoids
gosh.
at the beginning. We're gonna end it with poop. It's perfect.
Well, it's a chiasmus. Go back. You know,
Anyway,
you know,
hope you guys enjoyed the Spooktober stuff on this channel. Please go check out the Distracted Crew channel. We got lots of stuff coming up on that as well. Ben and Taylor have been streaming like madmen. I have some more content coming up, so stay tuned. And thank you for watching. Bye, everybody!
I'm sorry.
Bye.